Good afternoon, guys. As you can probably tell, we are out by a lake. The weather is gorgeous. It's not super cold. It's not super hot, which is why I'm wearing the sweater, but it's not cold. Finally. It's not snowing. Finally. And we are just enjoying today. If you haven't already been able to tell, we are out at a location that I came to last year, and I think it was vlog number, technically it was vlog number 3. I had like a 2.5 in there somewhere because of a redo I needed to do on my second vlog. But we've come back out here. I'm out here for two main reasons. Well, 3. The first one obviously is photography, but I'm also out here because with the weather finally getting good, I've been itching to get my fishing rod out and get a line in the water. So I decided, what better place to get both things in today than out by a lake. Oh, and reason number 3, if you guys have noticed here at the opening of this vlog, we've got that really nice, smooth action, rotating and sliding shots right there. Well, last week, my boss handed me a new video slider. And he was like, Ryan, I want you to play with this. I want you to test it out. I want you to get to know this thing inside and out so that you can teach me. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I am always jealous of those guys that have those sliders. You get those really smooth action shots that really adds to their videos. Now, right now, I can't afford those. So I thought, what better place to test it out than by a lake as well? So I've been playing with it, and I've just been doing some video sliding shots down here by the water. We got some nice rocks in the foreground. That thing is really fun. It's not a complicated slider by any means. In fact, I'll show you guys a little video of it right here. It's pretty simple. Just screw on my ball head. It's got a controller on it, and I'll just move back and forth. I can control the speed. I can control my stop point and my start point. And yeah, we're looking to use it at work to really do some more with some of our more in-depth stories, like the investigative stories and anything more featurey. We're definitely looking to use that for some cooler production shots that maybe you wouldn't see with video photojournalism. And yeah, I'm having a really fun time playing with that thing. I think we're getting some really cool cinematic slides out of that. I'm going to set it up here in a minute and start doing a time lapse of these mountains up here because the clouds are moving really nicely. The collegiates up here, that's the mountain range right here. They're still beautifully snow-capped up there. I'm sure it's cold as heck up there, but right now they're just gorgeous. And we've got a gorgeous scene right here with this lake to get those time lapses. So I'm going to play around, shoot a time lapse up towards this peak. I don't know what the name of it is, but we're going to get a time lapse of that. Then I'm going to turn the camera around and get a time lapse going the other way. As far as the fishing goes, well, I've been at it for about an hour and nada. Now, I'm by no means a good fisherman. In fact, I'm a very lazy fisherman. My idea of fishing is sitting in a lawn chair on the side of the lake and throwing the line out and waiting for the fish to bite. But we still got a long summer ahead of us, I hope. So if I don't catch any fish today, I'm not going to be upset. But it would be nice to get something, to get a rainbow or maybe a lake trout or something of that nature. So, okay, enough yammering. I'm going to set up the slider again, and we're going to start playing around with some time lapses. And maybe catch a fish. So the video functions on this slider / time-lapse taker are very simple. You just set the speed you want it to go to, you can set your in and your out point, and it starts sliding. What's kind of tripping me up and what I'm starting to find a little bit more difficult, and I've seen some videos on how to make this work, but it's still an effort to try and get it to work right, is the time-lapse function. It seems like it's moving the camera as it takes the actuation, which makes me worried about motion blur. But it was doing the same thing to me when I did some tests at home last week, and I was reviewing my images, and there didn't look like there was any motion blur. So it's weird. Also, this slider, it's not set up like, you know how on most cameras you can set your interval timer and how many shots you want to take, and you're good. Well, this thing is set up very, very differently. It's a little difficult to explain, and it keeps falling into sand, but it's not set up the same. So it's trying to find that balance, making it work with my camera. That is kind of the tricky part. We'll see how these time lapses turn out. Again, guys, I'm really sorry about the wind. I keep taking you out on windy days. Hopefully Mother Nature will cooperate here eventually. I'm gonna let this thing shoot its time lapse, and I am going to try and catch some fish. So I finished up the time lapse facing out towards that mountain there, and I think it turned out pretty good. Still got a little bit of playing around to do with this time lapse machine, and again, I don't own this. This is a piece of equipment from my day job that my boss told me to play around with. Right now I have it set up doing another time lapse facing out that way towards that end of the reservoir, out over that way, and I've decided to give it a little bit of a challenge. I've got it set up to do kind of a panning motion, if you will, while it's taking a time lapse. I've upped the number of photos to about 450. I had it set to a maximum of 360 before. And apparently my media cards are full. Whoops. I think I can legitimately say that is the first time I have filled up a media card since my trip to Scotland in 2016. So, I guess taking hundreds and hundreds of photos will fill up your media cards. Duh. So this will probably be the last time lapse that I shoot on this thing today. I'll take it back up to the car. And then, I don't know if you can tell behind me here, it's a bit washed out. But we've got some nice golden light starting to appear. This is gonna make for a nice time lapse here. And I think I'm gonna start hunting for a composition. I wanna try for my shot back this way towards the mountain, but I don't know. Again, it all just depends on what the sun does. Got some nice clouds forming over the mountains out that way, but I don't really see a composition. So we will just see. I may just set up for another kind of shot that I took the last time I was out here, if the light holds out just right. So we're all just gonna see. In the meantime, I'm just gonna let this thing finish up doing the last time lapse here, and maybe catch a fish. I know I've been saying that this entire vlog, but maybe just one fish. Mother Nature, please. So I've got my line in the water here for one last cast before I call it quits on the fishing for today. They're just not biting. Kind of disappointing, but that's why they call it fishing, not catching. I have thought at times maybe they've been out there and my corn has just been disappearing off of my line, off of my hook, I should say. But that could just be from it bumping along the bottom or getting knocked off by the wave, by the water motion. Could be a number of things. Too bad. I was really hoping to have fish tomorrow night for dinner. Oh well. I think those time lapses probably are going to turn out all right. I'm curious to see. I mean, we will have already seen at this point in the video how they turned out. Kind of fun playing around with that slider. I wish I could keep that thing, but no, that's a work instrument. As far as photography, if we spin around this way, you can see back there, this is kind of the idea I have. We have this bank running out this way, and it's going to curve around back towards the mountain. I've taken a couple of test shots. I'll throw one up here right now that I actually kind of like. It's looking good. I'm hoping it's looking like we've got some thin, wispy clouds up in the sky, and then we've got some puffier ones out in the very kind of in that distance there. You can't see it on this wide angle; it's blown out. But fingers crossed. Maybe we'll get lucky. You never know. This is all part of the experience. You know, when you only get to come out like once, maybe twice a week, like I do right now, you have to just take your chances where you can, and this is going to be one of those chances. I'm optimistic. I'm going to be optimistic about this. So, I think I'm going to reel in my line here, and go put my fishing stuff away, and set up my tripod to take this image for the day. It's starting to get cold. Once the sun goes down behind these mountains, it gets cold. So, right, let's get to work. So, I've packed up my fishing gear, put it all away in the car. I'm still bummed, guys. I really wanted to catch a fish today. Oh well, it's only the first day of the season. Gonna be lots more opportunities to come. Anyway, the sun has gone down behind that mountain back there. And so now our foreground, we got pretty neutral lighting. It's pretty even. I've just been having a play with the long lens. Earlier, there was some nice kind of golden light illuminating that kind of draw up there with some, I'm guessing there are probably some aspen trees that just haven't gotten their leaves yet. I'm looking around, I can see where all the aspen groves are, and they're all bare, which kind of strikes me a little bit, but aspens are finicky trees. They'll get their leaves eventually, and then they'll go brown really early. But I'm just having a play right now with this kind of V-shaped. I've got this first mountain right here going down one way, and then I've got this snow-capped mountain back there. And with the sun going down, we're starting to get some nice kind of early golden light, and I've just been playing around with that. The mountain itself's got kind of a blue texture, which is really nice, with a little bit of the golden color in the clouds up there. So just put the 70 to 200 f4 on here. I'm at just before 135 mil, probably like 130 mil maybe, and bracketed my exposure to capture some foreground, or not foreground, to capture just some detail in the trees in there, and then preserve the highlight detail in the cloud right there. That's probably going to get turned into a 4.5 8x10 crop. So right now I am just kind of biding my time. I'm hoping we've got more cloud in the sky than what we've got right now when kind of blue hour hits, because I'm waiting for that kind of blue hour just after the sun sets. Maybe get some red, pink in the clouds out there. We've got some high wispy cloud. I can see it. So fingers crossed, guys. Okay guys, so I've spun the camera around and I've come back a little bit from where I was shooting, because we have, excuse me, we have just a gorgeous scene out here right now. I've just completed shooting, I believe I shot about 10 images, 10 or 12 images of a panoramic just out here, because we've got just gorgeous reflections showing up right now. It's not a perfect reflection because we've still got ripples out there, and I'm getting too technical right now, but just gorgeous light just that was on those hills right there. I had to shoot this panorama real fast, so I apologize for not vlogging it. I just didn't have time to set up, talk, shoot, talk, set up, shoot, talk. I'm getting confused, but you get my point. So just that was cool. The light faded just so fast, which is what happens at sunset. But oh man, that's beautiful. It's very similar to a shot I got the first time I came out to this location. but I'm not gonna complain because, you know, different situations. That was sunrise, this is sunset. Not as much cloud in the sky, but I think just enough of it is kind of dappled around there, so it looks kind of like a painting. And then you got the reflection in the water here. Again, not a pure reflection because we've got some that was rippling out there, but it's fine. It's fine. Cool shot, very cool shot. Well, guys, as seems to happen to me every time I have an image in mind for sunset, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. But I'm not unhappy right now. I am so happy right now because I just got 2 other images, and I'm sorry I didn't vlog them. I saw them and I was in a rush to get them because the light is changing so quickly out here. But I'll pop them on the screen right now and talk to you guys about it. This first image is and both of these images are all part of that bigger panoramic that I just took. But the water has calmed down even more. The ripples have receded farther and farther away. And so first image, let's talk about that. We've got this center mountain here. It's got trees running up all the side of it and just beautiful, beautiful red, kind of red gold reflection in the water. So gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's amazing the kind of things that you can shoot when you're past golden hour, past that kind of harsher, contrasting golden light that is golden hour going into sunset. And now we're still in golden hour. We're getting towards blue hour, but I say we're still probably, oh yeah, still a solid hour, 45 minutes away. But that's image number 1. Let's talk about image number 2. Image number 2 is my current favorite from today. We have just over here, and I'm glad I managed to capture this shot. We got 2 guys who just came down here to try and do some lake fishing. We got just an image of mountains. We got kind of a blue texture on the snow covering the mountains up here. We still got a fairly kind of blue gold sky, and then in the water we've got blue, red, orange, kind of dark green. Oh, it looks so good. I'm talking kind of quiet because these guys down here probably think I'm insane, but that's fine because I'm in such a good mood right now. Oh, that's such a beautiful shot. Such a beautiful shot. Oh, I could go home happy right now. I'm going to wait out just a little bit longer and just see kind of what else we can get here. But I'm going to be 100% honest, guys. I'm so happy right now. I mean, the fishing was crap, but the photography has been fantastic. Okay guys, I'm definitely not walking away empty-handed today. We've got a boat that's gonna cross our image right now, but that's okay because I've already captured it. I spun the camera back around because really quick I saw that the light was hitting the sides of the mountain, and I had a full-blown moment of awe. Like I was stuck in place with my mouth dropped open. I wish I had taken a photo of it for you guys. So really quickly I spun back around. I had to change my lenses, put my standard lens back on, and get down to this position because I didn't like where I was up there. And at first I didn't think I was going to get it. The light went off the mountains and I about cried, I'm not going to lie. But then it came back and oh my god. Oh, I love this location. This location never disappoints me. Oh, I am so happy right now. Oh, the light has gone away from the mountain, but I will show you guys the picture. It was hitting just the sides, 2 little spots hitting the sides right there on that mountain, and then we had a little bit over there too, and now we got some nice red kind of light hitting, and I've just been shooting the shot continuously, and a couple of different angles, and just I'm so happy right now. It's hard to express. It's hard to express my how I'm feeling right now because I'm just so happy. It's hard to talk you guys through what I've been seeing because it's just, oh, I had to act so fast because the light was changing so quickly. That's what happens at sunset, like I've said like 5 different times now. Oh, definitely not coming away from today empty-handed. I mean, I'm coming away with no fish, but you know what? This is better. This is better than fish. I mean, you can't eat a sunrise or a sunset, but you can hang it on your wall. Well, guys, I think it's safe to say that we've done good tonight. I cannot. I'm still just having such a hard time just coming to grips with how happy I am right now, with how happy today has turned out. It's been so long since I got a good sunset. Yeah, I'm feeling good right now. The best of the light is starting to fade, so I think we're going to pack it up and I think we're going to head home. Today was fun. We got to play with some time-lapsing. We got to throw a line out in the water, even though we didn't catch anything. And we got treated to a magnificent sunset in both directions. That's what I love about this location. I think there is more potential to be had here in the future, so I will definitely be coming back to this place again and again. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed. Just keep coming back, guys. So on that note, I'm gonna head back to my car and head home, and I will see you on another one soon. And until next time, I hope you all have a good adventure of your own, and I will see you out on the trail. And maybe we'll catch a fish next time.